So today I was going to talk about adventures. And the thing I always tell my kids is you have an adventure, but you always don't know how it's going to turn out. So you you have a thought on how it's going to be and you hope it's going to turn a certain way, but it's an adventure. And adventures always have things that come up and surprises. So your adventure may not turn out as you initially thought. Well, I recently took on an adventure of trying to make some traditional German rye bread. And I'm not even going to try to say the name, but saw a program on how this traditional bread is made. And they take the rye berries and they mix them, crack the berries, and infuse it with water and a few other ingredients. And then it's poured into the pans and it's baked low and slow for like 10 hours. And it comes out, and I might not have the timing right there, but it comes out, and the rye berries have a higher sugar content than wheat berries do. So it's supposed to have rye bread flavor, but also a sweet undertone to it. And I was intrigued. I'm like, I really want to try that because I like baking. You know, it's a happy place for me, and so wanted to take on the adventure of doing it. And so I searched online for different recipes, and finding this type of bread recipe was difficult, traditional German rye bread with wheat berries. And I found one that seemed close to what they did because you would mix it up and then you would actually bake it low and slow for multiple hours. But there's also a different one that I saw that had great ratings, and reading through the reviews said, you know, this is a good flavor bread. And that one baked just for I think an hour total. 10 minutes at 450, and then dropped the temperature to 400 and baked it longer. So more like a traditional bread. The start of it, you would take the rye berries, you crack them, you soak them in boiling water for a period of time. And people warned in the comments to make sure that the berries actually soak up the water or it doesn't turn out. Oh, you probably guess where this is already going. My rye bread did not come out. It is crap. I'm actually going to show it to you. It came out and it is really bad. It has bread flavor. It came out claggy. I cooked it to time. It did not have internal temp, and to my fault, I didn't temp it. So I didn't do a temperature probe to check it at the end. But the rye berries, even though it soaked up all the water, were still hard. So now when you're eating it, you have a texture of hard rye berries and the soft bread around it, and it's not pleasant. Plus, it's also, like I said, it was claggy. I'm not going to try to massage this recipe. I could go back and I could do more with the rye berries and all that, but it doesn't have the flavor profile that I imagined it was going to be, and as I understand the traditional bread has. So I'm going to go to a different recipe. But my point in all this is that adventure didn't turn out the way I wanted. I learned from it. But that's adventure, right? It doesn't always turn out as you think. But enjoy the ride. Hope everybody's doing well.